Elon Smith and Ashanti Fox. Coach Smith, just your comments on the game, and then we'll open up for some questions.
Well, first, I'd like to congratulate Drexel. They are a tremendous basketball club, and I wish them the very best. Today was just not our day. And you don't envision things ending this way because we were so optimistic and hopeful for our season, but I'm incredibly proud of our team. When you think back to the beginning of this team and, losing Jada Angel at the beginning of the season and trying to figure out how to regroup, and we had a lot of people to step up and fill a lot of big shoes, and they did it well. And I just wish I had more time with this team, because when you're building a team from both ends, transfer portal and first years, it takes time to build culture and to build a team. But what we did in this short amount of time, I'm incredibly proud of Elon women's basketball and what we accomplished. We accomplished a lot of things that we have not done in years, and we've directed the ship in the direction that we want to go in the future, and we got a lot to build on.
Coach, you guys made a great 8-0 run there in the third quarter, at the end of the third quarter, get back in it, and then they kind of blitzed you 14-2 to start the fourth. What were you able to do so well to get back in it, and then what did they do in that first part of the fourth quarter?
I felt like we did a really good job in that stretch of getting organized in our offense and knowing what we were doing out there on the floor and getting the right looks.
Shante, I know disappointed with the loss, but you had a great game, 17 points, hit some big threes, especially in the second half. What did you see from the game? What did you do well tonight, and then what did you see from Drexel?
I think just settling down and running the offense and getting the looks we needed, hitting open shots. And from Drexel, I seen the same Drexel that we played the last time, running their offense, slipping. We just got to do better communicating.
Questions?
Yeah, Ashanti, we talked earlier in the season. I'm Kate Pagandio on News Network. And when Jada went down, you talked about switching from a freshman mentality and kind of taking on an upperclassman mentality. And just wondering your thoughts on your first season here at Elon and how it's been playing for the Phoenix.
Yeah, it's been fun playing for Coach Smith. I know she's hard on me. She knows what I'm capable of, and I'm ready to come back.
Yeah, and Coach, you were talking last night about Elon wins condition being playing physical in the paint, getting all the paint points, and obviously tonight Drexel did a good job of mitigating that. And when they did, how does it impact the outcome of the game?
Well, if you look at this stat sheet, a lot of things were lopsided. Tonight we had 22 turnovers versus their 11 turnovers. They had 14 assists. We only had 7. And they did a good job of packing it in the paint, so we just have to be consistent in terms of knocking down some of those outside shots to command respect so that you open that inside play up. But we knew tonight that we wouldn't be able to do a lot of dribbling in there because they're scrappy, and unfortunately we dribbled a little too much, and it caused a few turnovers.
For sure, yeah. And also, just wondering, you're also talking about building a culture, looking forward for the team and moving forward. What do you hope that culture goes from here as well, too?
Well, it's just about individual responsibility of looking at myself in the mirror as a player and figuring out what do I need to do to take the next step individually so that we're better collectively.
Sure. Okay.
And championships are won in the off season, and you have to put the work in when nobody's watching.
In a similar thread, Coach Eric Ayala with CBS Sports, you talked just a moment ago about this particular roster, despite having some adversity, being able to do what this program hasn't done in a while. How do you think, in considering your off-season comments, how do you think this will help spark what the next version of Elon women's basketball is?
Well, just from the games that we played this season, they know what we're capable of. And, it's just a few tweaks here and there, learning our system a little bit better, getting organized in our offense, and definitely getting in the gym because I want to see us improve, our outside shooting improve. And that'll be something that we really work on in the off season because you have to be a threat from the arc.
And, you hear Coach talking about what the future looks like. You also said, you can see yourself coming back to Elon again. What are some of the things that you think, coming back and probably as a leader again, a floor general, that you want to see this Phoenix team do?
Yeah, like you said, championships are won in the off season, so we all got to get back in the off season. Like, take a couple days off, get back, and just start rolling from there.
All right. Anything else?